All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. And today we're going to be talking about royalty's biggest hater, man, PJ, the biggest hater of them all, right? The woman beater. So it looks like he dropped another video. He has to find something to talk about, right? Because royalty is his content maker, right? That's how he gets all the views. That's how he gets money on YouTube. He has to keep talking about royalty every single day. Yesterday or the last couple of days, he's been talking about the repossession. He's been talking about her Hellcat, her Challenger Hellcat, about her Durango Hellcat, talking about the car was last produced in 2021, which we already debunked. And you guys can see right here, if you guys go to Dodge.com, you can see the car is still being made for 2023. And I think 2024 is the last year they're going to make it. So we already addressed that situation. Now he dropped a video talking about some bankruptcy. So let's check this out. Let's see what this clown is talking about.
Freaks on Instagram. That's a K, custom with a K. Make sure y'all check out HiveMindLabs.com. Okay, use the discount code EverydayPJ for your supplemental needs. Make sure y'all hit the links below in the description. Subscribe to J Wolf Reactions and subscribe to Sweet Pop. Send me a screenshot on Everyday Thing with PJ. So on Instagram, so you can get entered to win a 15K giveaway. Also hit Opulent Sense.
Man, let me fast forward, man. All this bullshit he be talking about right in the intro that no one really pays attention to. Ain't nobody clicking on no links. Definitely ain't nobody buying any of the crap he promotes. So let me fast forward, man.
Popped up, and you know I love a Review That With Des video. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Review That With Des, and I'll be dropping the link to this video in the description. And I was just like, interesting. More royalty content. And then it's the title said, royalty filed for what? And I was like, oh man, my girl royalty filed for, maybe she filed for custody of the kids. Maybe she filed for, I don't know, maybe she filed a lawsuit against Everyday PJ. Shout out to Kevin Hart and Tasha K.
Man, she should definitely file a lawsuit against PJ for all the crap he talks about. First of all, it looks like he posted something in the background that I guess he got from another channel. So it says Charlene Michelle Young, but the middle name here has only one L. I thought hers had two L's. So it could be the same person. It could be a different person. I know PJ in the past had said something about royalty's mother, accused her of some allegations or something like that, and it turned out it was a totally different identity, right? So we know PJ for this. We know PJ has a real past, man. This dude definitely abused women in the past, and definitely he's been on royalty's neck. A single woman, a black woman with 5 kids, right? A lot of you guys find this stuff to be entertainment, but at some point, it's not entertaining anymore. Like, the fact that he keeps, like, trying to attack her, I don't know, it seems like too personal now. But, so he's got something about bankruptcy. For some reason, I don't know why, but people think that if you're going through, like, some kind of bankruptcy, then you must be broke, all right? You must be broke to go through some type of bankruptcy. But this is how you know not everybody has, all that knowledge in the world, right? Because if you actually look at billionaires and millionaires, right? Look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump has filed for bankruptcy like 4, 5, 6 times, something like that. 50 Cent. I'm sure you guys know who 50 Cent is, right? He also filed for bankruptcy. So bankruptcy does not mean you're broke, like you're like flat broke. All right. In some cases, it does mean you're like 100% broke, completely broke. You got nothing. You got no penny to your name, right? But doesn't mean every single person that files for bankruptcy is broke. And it looks like here, I'm just looking in the background. I'm not playing his actual video because there's really not much to play. He's just got like some kind of screenshot. And basically, he's shown you how to find Charlene's information, like her address and all that. So this is like the 5th time he's done it. So it looks like it's chapter 13, right? Chapter 13, if I'm not mistaken, that's kind of like a repayment plan. She basically works with the courts to set up like a repayment plan. It doesn't mean that she's broke. It just means that she has fallen behind. All right. And obviously, she lives a very fast life. A lot of these YouTubers, like I covered a lot of these YouTubers, like Organic, like several others, although they haven't filed for bankruptcy, but you can tell like they had to obviously make a lot of changes to their lifestyle because they spend a lot more than they make. And when you're living that fast life, especially a lot of these social media influencers, you lose track of how much you're making and how much you're spending. So I assume there's something like that going on with her. Chapter 13, like I said, it's like a repayment plan where it gives her like a couple years to repay the creditors. Let's see what this clown, like PJ is just trying to find anything to talk about. Anything to talk about to make royalty look as bad as possible.
Maybe she filed so much stuff that we don't know. Maybe she filed down her nails. Okay? But whatever she did, it's all coming out. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know that I'm a broke repo roll. Okay? Repo roll.
This man finds it like entertaining, and he's laughing at, it's so crazy. Like he's laughing at a black woman. He's black, she's black, and he's laughing at a black woman. And a lot of you guys find this stuff like entertaining. Like I said, I mean, it comes to a point where it's like what PJ's doing is no longer entertaining. This is not entertaining. And I know how social media works. Most of you guys know how social media works, especially those of you that actually do YouTube and you're content creators, whether you're doing reaction videos or not. Most of us know, and this is kind of something I talked about in the past, that when people tell me, oh, you should do more like positivity talk. Unfortunately, positivity doesn't get clicks and views. So what PJ is doing basically proves my point, that he has to do these negativity videos, but this is like pushing it too far. All right, because every day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, he has to put out videos about royalty, talking about her family, talking about her kids, talking about her personal life, talking about her house, her cars. It's just like it gets to a point where it's like, dude, it's no longer entertaining. It's no longer something we can laugh at and have fun or whatever. Like this, especially when he has all these like weird laughs. It's like, dude, that's like, she's in your community, man. Like, she's a black woman. You're a black man. You really feel that proud laughing at another black woman, a single black woman with 5 kids?
Has officially filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Now, this comes on the wake of her SRT Hellcat being stolen, aka repossessed. Okay. Yes. As you see, they're the debtor entities. Charlene, Michelle, Now, I don't like to kick people while they're down, but
he said he don't like to kick people while they're down. Bro, stop it, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. That's exactly what you've been doing. You've been literally kicking down royalty every day. That's the only videos that gets clicks and views. Like, his supporters don't watch any of the other crap he puts out. They only watch him when he is putting royalty down. A lot of people, like I said, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. It's nothing against PJ, but that's just the way social media is, unfortunately. People love negativity. They love hearing bad news. They'll talk about, why don't you put out something positive, something good and all that, but they'll never watch it. They'll never watch it. That's why if you look at channel ratings and TV ratings, only the channels that put out, bad news and shit like that only get high ratings. Even look at the news channels. 90% of their news is all bad news, right? People getting shot, robbed, theft, robberies. That's just what people want to watch. Even movies most of them are like that, right? That's why they got the scary. But so you guys know this shit. So what PJ's doing is been doing all along is putting royalty down. So don't come on here and don't make these stupid comments talking about, oh, I don't like to kick people when they're down. No, that's what you've been doing.
Y'all couldn't see my feet. Interesting. I wonder how your constituents feel about this, because as y'all keep trying to down me, why don't y'all? I'm broke, right? I'm a bum, right? I'm the felon bum.
You are a bum. You are a broke bum. And there's a difference between you and her. All right. She is doing it all by herself. Let me say that again. She is doing it all by herself. Like last time I checked, CJ ain't helping her. He's not helping her. So, like I said, she's doing it all by herself. Again, all by herself, right? She's making money from YouTube and all these deals and all that stuff. You, sir, you don't even live at your own bummy ass house. You live with your woman at your woman's house. Your woman has a real good job. All right. I think maybe PJ wants to taste some of his own medicine, right? But I didn't want to take it there, but maybe he does want to take it there. PJ lives at his own woman's house. All right. He makes these bummy ass videos attacking women to get some money. So it's not the same. All right. You're relying on another woman. As we speak, he's living at another woman's house.
Right? Listen, tell your wolves to back off. Tell Charlene Michelle Young, tell the wolves to stand down, because this is...
Oh, we're not standing down at all. Oh, we can go... Boy, I'm not trying to go there, but we can definitely go there. All right, PJ, we can go there. But see, what's going to happen is you're going to run out of content. All right, because, I mean, you're now talking about bankruptcy. So what is the next thing? Eviction. If you really want to go real low, right? Real low. The only thing he can talk about next is if she gets evicted, she goes homeless, she goes on food stamps, she gets on Section 8. And then after that, he really has no more content. Whereas we can flip the tables and talk about him now. We can talk about everything about him, everything related to him, everything family related, because that's what he's been doing to royalty. This man has been attacking royalty's kids, her mother, her brother, everything. Has anyone actually talked about PJ's family? No. So we got way more opportunities, way more leverage on PJ, but PJ is running out of content because the more he keeps talking, I mean, we're practically at the worst of it all. I mean, we're talking about a bankruptcy right now. But again, bankruptcy doesn't necessarily mean you are broke. I don't know. Some people just love to think that when you file for bankruptcy, you must be 100% broke or something like that. Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy. 50 Cent filed for bankruptcy. There's many celebrities, many companies file for bankruptcy. There's a lot of multimillionaires that I know that have filed for bankruptcy. And that's just the way. And you can have trusts to protect some of your assets. This dude, PJ's a dummy.
Ending well for you. This is getting out of hand. Tell your wolves to stand down. Damn, Charlene, you taking all the L's. The royalty nation is taking all the L's, like L after L after L. It's a meme out there with Floyd Mayweather just...
How is her filing for Chapter 13 bankruptcy considered an L? If anything, that could just mean that she doesn't know how to manage her operation. A lot of people, especially people in the spotlight that do social media, they have a certain lifestyle they have to uphold on social media. And oftentimes they spend more than they make. So a lot of YouTubers go through it. I mean, Mr. Organic, like I said, that's another example I've been covering. He had 6 supercars and he lived in Malibu. All right. And he had to downsize real quick. In less than a year, he had to downsize. He could have easily filed for bankruptcy, but he didn't, because if he went for bankruptcy, then all his information would become public. So there's people that choose to do it. Others don't choose to do it. Royalty chose to do it. So some of her information is going to become public. So this is what they're basically sharing. He says, oh, I'm not kicking her while she's down. No, you are. So you're going to dig after all the other little documents. So like I said, the only thing he can come up with next is evictions, creditors, What is he going to start doing? Pulling up all the creditors that have filed lawsuits against her for unpaid accounts. That's all he's going to talk about. He's really just going to dig into her personal life. And you guys find this stuff entertainment.
Ales. Y'all can't dodge him. Charlotte like, oh, everyday PJ, review that with Des. And Diana, Jason. Charlotte be in her sleep. No, PJ. Oh. Rico be like, yeah, baby, what's up, man? What you doing, man? What you doing? She like, he's stalking me. He in my dreams. Girl, I'm gonna be in your dreams, your nightmares, everywhere. Everywhere.
I mean, this isn't like shocking what he says because this man has a past of abusing women. Like I said, if you guys forgot about Miss Shayla Suzanne, the one that he dragged around the apartment by her ankles during the assault and also slammed her head against various walls inside the apartment with force and violence and with the unlawful intent to do her corporal hurt and bodily injury. Yeah, that's the same guy. All right. And he exhibits the same behavior, the same symptoms. He's just doing it online on royalty. And most of his content is on royalty. And it's not like, this is like he's going numerous times, actually. Just over the last couple of videos, he's literally showed you guys how to find her address. And we're not talking about like a man-to-man situation. We're talking about a black man. Well, two black men, but I feel like Jason is not as bad as PJ. PJ is a real dirtbag. And like I said, he has a past of doing this type of stuff. Maybe not as violent as his past, like from a decade ago, but you never know. Maybe he's starting to come back to his original behavior. Who knows? But this is not even funny no more. It's not funny. It's not entertaining.
Unfortunately, this happens. It happens to the best of us. I know some people personally that have had to file bankruptcy, and it's like a reset in the game. Okay, you made some purchases and decisions that put your family in a bind, and now you need to be able to continuously support your family without having to hold so much debt over your head, because it will, a lot of people, because of debt. Okay, and we don't want that for you.
He said, we don't want that for you. Like, he's basically saying people, when they, when they are in so much in debt, they end up turning their own TV off. No, I think what you're doing is going to end up turning her TV off. Because he's making this sort of like a comedy show, and it's not really a comedy show type of content. Like, that's her life. And it's one thing when it's just her, but she has a major responsibility. She has 5 kids. So, like, when I talk about other YouTubers, most of them don't have kids, right? Or they're in a position where they can, they're in a position where they're actually still making money. But Charlene is in a position where you can tell her channel is just not getting views like it used to. She might have a couple business deals here and there or whatever, but you can tell like she's definitely in a bind. But what PJ's doing is just basically, he's kind of like accelerating the process of someone turning their own TV off.
We don't want that for you. Shout out to Review That with Des. She put this wonderful background over your public embarrassment. This bankruptcy was filed in Las Vegas on 11/27. Is that just 14 days after the car was repossessed? Okay. Now, seeing that the Life of Royalty YouTube channel is a business, I want to know how this would affect her business channel. Listen, man, y'all gotta stop the cap. Y'all gotta stop the cap.
Dummies. See, you can tell PJ's a dummy. If the bankruptcy is done, I don't know how she processed it, right? I'm not really gonna spend time digging into her bankruptcy, even though it's going to become public record. I just don't think it's worth it, especially for a single black woman with 5 kids, right? I think she's in a situation now where there's a lot of stress, and us talking about it more and more like PJ is just not, it's not really entertaining anymore. It's not entertaining for me. It's not really worth it. But PJ has a history of attacking women at their lowest. But if she does it through the business, that would be the smart move anyway. That's how most millionaires, billionaires, rich people, you don't have to be necessarily rich, but that's how most people go to the bankruptcy route, is through the business, without affecting your personal assets. So if she does it through the business, then that has no effect on her personal assets. She can bankrupt the business. I mean, if she uses her business to pay off the expenses and the creditors or what's related to the business, then doing this whole repayment structure to address the creditors and all these outstanding balances or whatever, from the business side of things, would be the right decision. That's just basically how all the other people do it. Like I said, Donald Trump has done it with several of his companies, and he's still a billionaire. So it doesn't mean, oh, well, she's filed for bankruptcy, so that means she's homeless. It's like all these like slow brain mentalities.
Y'all gotta stop it. Y'all gotta let this stuff go. Royalty, I don't want to fight with you no more. At this point, it's getting gruesome. Like, it's way over my head. It's above me now. It's above me now. Every time they drop a video about PJ, it's above me now. How do y'all feel about that? Expose me once again. Oh, PJ did, PJ that. You ain't gonna whoop me, fool. You ain't gonna beat me. You ain't gonna stalk me. Thank Review That with Des for putting this gym out there. I'd seen it coming from a mile away.
Well, I wouldn't be, if I was in PJ's shoes, I wouldn't be banking on that. Because if, I don't know, I mean, God forbid this doesn't happen, but if someone was to turn their own TV off, PJ, you did it.
And I'm talking about, it's one of those speed trains. You see it from a long way. You be looking, be like, man, that thing coming real fast. And you be like, oh, do I need to get out the way? And that thing just shoom right by your face. Hit you like a ton of bricks. That is what happened. That is what happened to your friend. Now, I don't know, man. You know, when
I don't know. They just make it seem like the bankruptcy is like, it's like an awful thing. You know, it's such an awful thing. It's just the end of Charlene. It's the end of royalty. Just because she filed for bankruptcy, that means that's the end for royalty. Like, no, that just means she is, especially with Chapter 13, if I'm not mistaken, because there's Chapter 11, Chapter 7. I think Chapter 7 is the more common one, and those are like kind of like for the flat broke ones. Flat broke people. That's like people that go to college, have like $100,000 loan, can't get out of college, can't get a good job. They end up becoming a dishwasher in a restaurant, and they got to pay $100,000 loan. So most of those kids file for Chapter 7. Chapter 13 is like somewhere in the middle, I think. I could have mixed them up. Chapter 13 is where you kind of like get on like a repayment plan with the creditors. You can also write off some creditors. And then it gives you like a couple years to pay them off, but also gives you the leverage to maintain a certain lifestyle. You won't live the same lifestyle you had before, but you live a certain lifestyle. But it doesn't mean by any means, oh, I'm just completely broke. I mean, we can technically say CJ So Cool was broke. The only reason CJ So Cool made it is because he had bailouts. He had these loans against his YouTube channel earnings. Royalty didn't have to do that. She didn't have to sell herself. She didn't have to sell her channel, her business, for a loan, an upfront loan, and then a repayment over a period of time. She just decided to take the bankruptcy route. If this is all true, like I said, I don't know. I think there's like some middle names have 2 L's. This one has 1 L. It could be her. It could not be her. I don't know. But doesn't mean just because somebody files for bankruptcy, that means they're like homeless. They're just completely broke. PJ just wants to paint that picture.
My house because I gotta live in my girl house because I'm broke, I'm bum. I gotta take care of my kids. I don't got no job. I ain't I ain't lost my car. I ain't lost my house. I ain't lost my job. Only thing I lost was my hair. Ain't y'all mad about that?
No, PJ, stop playing stupid. All right, you drive a bummy ass truck. That truck is probably not even worth $15,000. Your turkey business is a cash business. I see you. When people approach you, they give you cash, right? So you probably don't even report all that cash. So I think you might need to get audited, sir. If someone starts reporting your business to the IRS, they need to start doing audits on your business because you're a cash business. And with cash businesses, there's like a lot of shady shit you can do. And he used to do like tax preparation at one point. I don't know if he still does it or not. So he can definitely cook his own books. So just PJ knows what he's doing. All right, he's a bum. He knows how to. I'm surprised he didn't get audited. Probably won't get audited because he probably doesn't make a whole lot of money doing selling turkey legs or whatever the hell he does. It's probably a waste of time for IRS investigators to even investigate it because he's probably saying, "Oh, I make only like 12 grand." He probably just reports as much as he does for his business expenses. So there's a reason why PJ wants to make it seem like he's not like a huge. Like, he's not to be sort of like a competitor to Royalty, and that Royalty is like suffering because she had to file for bankruptcy. So it just makes him kind of look good. No, it just makes you look like shit because you're not really worth shit to begin with. Royalty actually has a position to make money. She just probably, just like any other YouTuber, any social media influencers, lived above her means, couldn't control her expenses. Things happen. Shit happens. That's it. But you doing all this bullshit you are doing is just like, it's not even entertaining. It's not funny anymore. But anyways, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section.